Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. You know and love the songs. Jersey Boys is the story of how Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons went from New Jersey to pop stardom. Joining me now is Evan Taylor Benyankar, who plays Frankie Valli. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
You're playing Frankie Valli.
I'm
How
playing
much
Frankie
fun is
Valli.
that?
Oh my God, it's a blast. I love every moment of it. It's such a unique experience, and not a lot of people get to go through it, and being the first regional production in Canada is a really special experience for me.
For sure it is. Okay, so remind us, for those of us who don't know, what is this actual story?
The story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons is about how they came up together, how they all met and became a group, and then their rise through fame, as well as how each of them kind of fell out through the group and their trials and tribulations throughout the process.
Right. So much drama, so much great music. How did you actually come to the role personally?
I saw the show, I will say many years ago, what seems like, in Toronto on the national tours. And then this summer, being out in Prince Edward Island, I saw the audition posting for it, and my agent and I worked together to get in a tape to send to director Liz Gilroy and the rest of the casting team. And worked hard to get me here.
And here you are.
Here I am.
And we all win. Yay. What's it like playing Frankie Valli? He has a very distinctive voice, obviously.
He does. It's a blast to try to mimic it.
Sure.
And it's so much fun getting to play Frankie. You know, he's such a unique character. He's got I like to think a kind of spunk about him all the way through the show, no matter how old he gets. You know, he just always loves the music with his whole heart, no matter what he's doing.
Right, right. What do you think that audiences are going to take away from it? Are they going to be sort of inspired by that story?
I hope so. I hope that they'll be inspired by the story and the love of the music, and if not, I hope that they'll be inspired to at least dance in their seats and have a good time.
Does that happen? I mean, people must be singing and dancing through the whole show.
All the time. I try not to look directly at people unless unless called for, but you know, the few times I do, I see them jamming along and singing and mouthing the words with me.
That must be so fun for you as a performer to have such an engagement with the audience.
Totally, and the great thing about being pop music instead of just strictly musical theater is that everybody knows one of the songs, and so it's kind of a great intimate moment you get to share with the audience when they're singing along with you.
Yeah, for sure. Now, this is a long run, so you're running into February still. What does that mean for you in terms of just an artist and keeping that alive for yourself, and then even just physically keeping it alive?
Totally. I mean, it's great to have the work, and obviously you got to take really good care of yourself when you're in the job. Make sure that you're hydrating your voice and resting properly and getting a good night's sleep. I think the biggest thing is just knowing that you have the rest of the cast for support as well, and leaning on them.
Yes.
And trusting in everybody on the stage.
Yeah, trust is a big thing in the theater, isn't it? For sure, absolutely. What do you do to keep it fresh for you on a nightly basis?
Oh, this show never gets old.
Is that right?
It's just fun every night. There's no way it could ever get old for me. I just love every moment of it.
Oh, that's so great. And tell us a little bit about your connection to the music. I mean, clearly you're too young to have grown up with it, but I mean, what connected you to the music? I
mean, I grew up a little bit with it in the sense that my parents listened to it while I was growing up.
Yeah.
So, again, I may not have always known, like, oh, yes, that is Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, but I always knew one of their songs. And I've always been a sucker for really tight-knit and nice harmonies. So growing up with that, anytime I heard it, it was like, oh, yeah, that's something that I really love and can relate to.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Okay, well, you're here with us until February, I believe.
February 30th.
But what's on deck after that?
Can't be announced just yet.
Is it something exciting?
2 months. For 2 months, I will be back at home and just glad to spend time with my family.
Yeah.
And spend the time with my brother, who I haven't seen in a while. So that'll be good.
That'll be terrific. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And telling us all about the show, and have a great run.
Thanks. Such a pleasure.
All right. We're going to go for a break here on Breakfast Television. When we come back, more news, weather, and traffic, plus the big reveal of where our gadget guy has been hiding in the city of Calgary. Stay with us. We'll be right back.